Okay, so now the system's running, and what we're going to do is put the net pots in here. Now, I got to explain something here. I think I explained this in the last episode, but okay, when I drilled these holes out a long time ago, I drilled them out to fit these kind of pots. And you can see they fit in there and they stick up real nice. Now, I found that for growing things, these pots are actually better. However, they're just a little bit narrower than the other ones, and so they can just flop right down in there. So you don't want that. Now, so what I either had to do was re-drill these holes or whatever, or put a collar on them. And I found that these wide-mouthed regular canning lids or rings fit perfectly. So what I do is you just put them in there, and you drop it in, and see, boy, they work great. So, now what I do here, this is perlite, and it's pretty cheap stuff. And so what I do is I put perlite in there, and then we put that in there, and the bottom of the water touches the bottom, so the perlite actually will soak up in a while, and then we can plant our plants in here. Now the first thing I'm going to plant is peas. So I'll get along here and put all these in, and then we'll get to planting the peas. Well, okay, it looks like the system is working now. It's installed, it's been running for a day, everything is stabilized and it's working. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to plant some peas in here. As I showed you before, we're going to plant them in these perlite containers. I started sprouting some a couple of days ago. The name of them is dun peas. That's the type of pea they are. And they're going to be planted in here. I threw a bunch of peas in the bottom here and put some water in it. Now, as you can see, they have expanded. There was just a single layer when I first put them in there, but they've expanded now, and as you can see, they are sprouting. So what I'm going to do is take some of these peas that have sprouted and plant them in that new watering system I put out in the big greenhouse. So let's take these out in the greenhouse now and get to work. Okay, so here's that little tray I was showing you. And as you can see, here they are. And what we're going to do is take the peas out of here one at a time. As you can see, grab one of these, and I'll just stick my finger in it, and drill kind of a hole in there, and drop the pea in there, and then cover that up a little bit. Now, the reason it's going to grow is because this is perlite, and perlite is kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of like styrofoam, but it's a natural substance, I believe. And in water like that, when you soak it in water, all of them like to soak up the water, so this is a moist environment for growing things. So dropping a sprouted pea in there, it should take off pretty quick. So let's do the first one here. Kind of push that down, and then what we'll do is see, I don't know if you can see that, but we'll drop it in and kind of just cover it up a little bit. And then we'll put it back. So I'm going to do that with all of them, and when we're done here, we'll have them planted. And when we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll have 25 plants in here. And maybe I'll put 2 seeds in each one, and then we will have 50 plants in here. And then I'll put a trellis up, and once they start growing, and they should grow fine. So anyway, let's start working, and I'll get back with you when we're all done. Well, okay, we're all done planting these, and I put 2 in each one, so there's 50 plants here, or there should be once they sprout and they start germinating. Oops, I got one of them crooked there. There we go. Anyway, so let's see how this is working. Let me show you here. See now, there's the water coming in right there. See that? And that's coming from over there. That's one of the grow tanks that this system here is filling up. And as you remember, it used to run into that collection trough right there. You see the other pipes going down from the other grow beds. Now this one here, I've rerouted it to go under here, and it comes up here, and there it is. So it's basically the overflow from that tank. And there it is. Okay, and it goes down. You can see it. And let's see, let's pull one of these out. You can see the water level that's in there. See that? And it's kind of flowing and going down that way. Even though that looks like not much water, right? You don't need much, but it's flowing that way. Now, so that goes all the way down here to the end. And as you can see, what I've got here, let me move some of this out of the way. As you can see what I've got here, again, we'll pull this last one out, and you can see it's kind of moving that way. See those things moving? That's just some things that fell in there. But it moves, and then over here, I don't know if you can see that the lighting's good enough, but see how it's flowing over that hump. See there goes something, see? And what it is the water is flowing over this rise here, and as it goes over the top of this rise determines how much water level is in the pipe here. And so the overflow goes down here, and it goes under here, and then it comes out here. So there you can see in the fish tank, that's where the effluent from the grow pipe is coming back into the fish tank right there. So, okay, so there it is. It's growing. It's planted. So in about I don't know 3, 4, 5 days, you should start seeing the plants emerging from those grow pots. Now I've got all these other peas over here. I'll put them back in the house, and got to plant them somewhere else.